Today, I found something very interesting. We're gonna make a roasted acorn squash bowl, and we're gonna top it with a creamy bechamel, ribbons of wonderful, flavorful zucchini, and top it off with some crispy chicken. Hey, this is Kyle from Kyle's Creations, here to make simple and healthy recipes for everyday living. If you're new now and you love complete meals that are not only healthy but also delicious, click and subscribe right now. So first things first, I have some wonderful spices that I'm going to be using. We're going to be incorporating some paprika for some sweetness. Flavors also very good for digestion. White pepper for a touch of umami flavor. And that's really going to kick this up a notch without it being overpowering. And we're also going to add curry powder. This is a new addition I'm going to add. It's going to add wonderful flavor. And it has really that blend of coriander, turmeric, cumin, and the warmth from nutmeg and some cardamom. For our protein, we're going to be using some chicken thighs. I like the skin on with the chicken thighs because it gives it a crispy texture that we can add to this dish. Also, I find the chicken thigh to be more juicy and flavorful. Also, the thigh is more forgiving when cooking it. The chicken thigh has already been salted. It's been salted for about 30 minutes now. Ideally, you want to do that. Also give you that crispy skin. I'm just going to grate the orange. Don't need that much. So this is the first herb we're gonna add. I hope you guessed it correctly. Sage, wonderful with acorn squash. It goes wonderfully with chicken. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the orange zest, loosen the skin. Orange zest goes in. Sage leaf goes in. Curry powder, say like half a teaspoon total. It's pretty strong. You don't need a ton of curry powder. Very small amount of white pepper. Just a dash. I'd say like 1/8 teaspoon, and paprika, just a little bit. And I'm going to do the other side, and a touch of that white pepper. Okay, and I'll leave this skin side so the moisture will draw out from the skin. And we're going to cook this mostly skin side down. I have some cornstarch here. I'm going to dust the chicken skin with some cornstarch. So that's also going to lend this chicken to have some crispier skin. I'm going to dust both sides. Why not? It also prevents the chicken from drying out. So now I'm going to set this aside. Here I have some acorn squash. We're going to cut this in half, secure it. And we're going to scoop out the seeds. Reminds me of carving a pumpkin for Halloween. This is perfect season for acorn squash. Some salt, just a little bit of salt. Back in with that curry powder. And a drop of extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna rub the inside of this acorn squash half. I have 2 garlic cloves here. Just gonna smash it slightly so the oils can be released. And I'm gonna take sage right here and take the rest of that orange zest that we didn't use for the chicken and form a dome so those herbs and the garlic infuse into the acorn squash. And we have a 350-degree oven. Pop that in for about 30 minutes or half an hour until they're soft. Chop. Okay, I have the zucchini here. Just want a couple ribbons. About this thickness. Okay, I have my induction burner here. I'm gonna go in with some butter. Equal parts butter to flour for bechamel. That's going in. Let this melt. Leeks are also going in. Really coming through. I wish you guys could actually smell this. It smells so wonderful. Go ahead, try this recipe. You can use whatever ingredients you have in the house. If you don't have leeks, you can use onion, which is perfect as well. Touch of salt. It's going to draw out the moisture from the leeks so they cook faster. At this point, I'm going to grate some ginger, grate some garlic, 1 garlic clove exactly. Stir that around. I don't want the butter to burn. Now we're gonna go in with the flour. And now, very important, you want to cook out that flour. You don't want a raw flour taste. It's gonna start looking like a paste, but don't worry, this is all gonna come together. Okay, now it's a nutty brown color.
That brown butter.
We're gonna go in with about a 1/4 cup of vegetable broth and coconut milk, about 3/4 cup of coconut milk. You lower this heat. Doesn't have to be coconut milk. You can use regular milk as well. You mix everything together so it becomes one. Alright, I have backup acorn squash here. See, you can tell it's ready. And I'll let that cool off. I'm gonna go with some extra virgin olive oil. Let's have some fun. Crispy chicken skin, I can't wait. And I'm gonna start on low heat. Right, don't touch it.
After 3 or 4 minutes, we're going to turn this on to medium heat.
Okay. See, the skin is not attached to the pan anymore. Look at that beautiful skin. I'm going to go a little bit longer. Okay, flip over the skin. Flip this one over. It smells wonderful. I can't wait to try it. So after I pull the crispy chicken thighs out of the pan, I'm going straight in with 4 thin slices of zucchini. I saute that with the residual oil for about 2 or 3 minutes, just until they soften. First, scrape out all the acorn squash from around the edge of the skin. At this point, a little time has passed, and I've noticed the bechamel sauce is starting to tighten, so I added a splash of vegetable broth and grated some fresh nutmeg for warmth. Optional move here, I added some freshly grated cheese. Now time to build the acorn squash bowl. Take a little bit of this sauce here. And I'm going to cut the chicken. Add some fresh lime juice on top, and there you go. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more recipes. But before that, I have another perfect video for you. It is a wonderfully crispy chicken sandwich with a rich brown sauce. And also, bonus, I have a chicken burger that is delicious, filled with packed with flavor and antioxidants as well. Stay tuned for that video, and see you guys for the next episode. Take care.